Shalom, it's selfie carrots. People are napping. All right, what's up, guys? So this is my Q&A from Twitter, the first thread, okay? The Shalom thread. Thank you all for tipping, as well as even commenting and leaving your information down below, okay? So, of course, you know, no one knows your business, but people do be trying to know your business, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and dive into some of you guys' yes or no questions, yes or no answers. If I put the cards down, that means I'm gonna use it from an intuitive perspective, meaning based off what I know already, okay? But most of these can be answered via cards, so don't worry. All right, so the first question is, do I let go, or is the universe guiding me towards something bigger? So let's see. I will really consider that a yes or no question and mostly use it with my intuitive response, but I want you to know what that bigger is, if that makes sense. So let's find out. Let's do 2 cards for that. Let's see the options in the Sun and the 7 of Pentacles. So yeah, something bigger is definitely coming, but you have to be in alignment with that. I definitely recommend adding some more affirmational videos to your daily intake, okay? Because you can change your DNA by changing what you want to attract, okay? So meaning whatever you download in your body, your mind, your spirit, from the morning to the night, you are, you know, technically realigning anything that you are supposed to be focusing on, okay? So keep that in mind. If the universe is telling you, hey, look, this ain't even what you think it is, then, you know, use that internal compass for yourself, okay? So yeah, oh my gosh, I just saw the 4 of Pentacles and then the 4 of Wands come out, okay? So the universe, okay, so this is not only just like a relationship card, it is also the foundation of, you know, I am whole by myself, okay? So I think it's just like I said, changing that DNA and part of yourself, that makes you whole, that makes you attract the bigger, okay? If you know you deserve bigger, then that's your attraction. You have to bring that type of thing into your attraction. Make sure you're balancing mind, body, and spirit, as well as mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional well-being, okay? So keep that in mind. Make sure all those things are aligned for the bigger. All right, so the next question is going to be, what's standing in my way and preventing me from building wealth, okay? Just a quick promo. This video is for promotion for my Patreon. So the lowest tier is $222, which is $2.22, as well as up to $22.22, okay? So you guys can get a lot of benefits from that. I send out stickers quarterly, but I think I'm going to do it for the Christmas, okay? So you guys will be receiving a lot of gifts for Christmas based off if you sign up, okay? So those are limited spots, so make sure you are tuning into those. All right, so what was the question? Oh yeah, wealth. I like that. I like that question. More intuitively, my response would be, what does your future look like? And a lot of times it's really hard to kind of say, oh, I want to be this, this, and this, especially if we don't know when our lifespan is going to end, of course. Wealth is, for one, an internal value, okay? You can be wealthy and have nothing in your pocket. Why? Because you own and hold in knowledge that people need, which is exchange of value. You also are, even if you don't say, it's like, okay, so a long time ago, I was looking at my old YouTube, like, watch later videos, and I was really noticing that I was looking up things about economics. I was looking up things about macroeconomics. I was actually looking up things on what rich people do and what poor people do. So start like kind of really bringing in that content for yourself, or not even just content, but yeah, if you are needing to, I feel like what's preventing you is what you're not doing, meaning downloading those apps that even give you little tips or letting you know how much you're spending, even taking the time to maybe at the end of the year printing out your bank statement and really giving yourself a check, you know, hey, like, and also I would even, if you have like a fake checkbook or, you know, just a piece of paper, write out or print out a check that you want to write for yourself, that you want to receive, that you know that you can keep in the bank, okay? That's going to be your mental, like, wealth objective, if that makes sense, okay? So keep that in mind. Like, say you're like, okay, I want to have $72,000 in my bank account by the end of the year. It's very possible. You know why? Because you can do things to get that, okay? So write that check to yourself and keep it in your mind, you know, keep that in your mind. I'm like, oh, I am worth blah, 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 this, okay? And also think of the things that does add value to yourself. How many expensive electronics do you have around you? That's a form of wealth. How many people around you that have super high educations? That's a form of wealth. You are in association and collaboration with those people, okay? So the cards I'm going to pull for you. Oh, I knew this was going to come out. The Ace of Cups, yeah. again, look at everyone around you as wealth, but also being a contribution to the people that are around you as well. What do you exchange for these high valuable, educated, higher minded people? What do you exchange with them where they want to be around you? As well as what do you exchange with yourself that will make you want to be around you? Okay, when you see you be like, oh yeah, I'm that B. Do you know that you're that B? You know, and what's preventing you is not what you don't see in yourself or what you don't advertise about yourself. Okay, remember, advertising. Yeah, wow. How do you self-promote? There we go. How do you self-promote? Okay. Oh, what will I pass my test and will my relationship work out? So let's do 2 cards for that. Will you pass your test? Do you want to pass your test? Are you doing the things that you need to do to pass the test? Ooh, nice source. Get out your head, girl. You know you're going to pass that test. It's not hard. It's mostly about, I feel like that's more, the test that you're taking, I don't know why, I feel like it's more experimental or experiential. So meaning like, what's the word where the answer is not wrong, is right, based off what you know. So I feel like you're going to be having tests where they're more like that type of environment. You know how they be like, oh, like when you're doing those assessments for jobs and they ask, if Tommy was stealing, would you tell on Tommy or not? Something like that, okay? So I feel like those are going to be like that type of test for you, okay? And even if it's not, it's just kind of about how you're going to take the test, okay? And then you want to know if your relationship's going to work. I see some B's, I see some 5s, some swords, okay? So now, I see 5 and 7 swords. So let's see. All right, Page of Wands, yes, but you have to put in the effort to maintain the newness of the relationship. It always has to feel new. I don't care what nobody say. A man has to always feel like he's in a new relationship with a new woman every single time, even if he's with the same woman, okay? So you have to be, you know, persistent in knowing that he can have anything he wants as long as you continue not to reinvent yourself, but to reinvent the relationship, to give the relationship, you know, a new, fresh eyes, okay? Okay, so what do you need to know? I'm going to do 3 cards. Okay, you need to know that you have options, but your options are also going to be a path that you have to take. Okay, you have the 10 of Swords, so you need to know that every option that you choose is not an obstacle. And then what you also need to know is every decision or manifestation you make has already been pre-designed, okay? You have already, even whatever option you take, you have already had a map of how it's going to end to get back to the main course, okay? So we have push through or keep going. You didn't get no card. You know you need to keep pushing through. You know you need to keep going. But, and what do you need to keep pushing through to? Is the Empress. Being a woman who receives, a man who receives. I don't remember. I didn't write down who the person was. I don't know the sex or the gender. But you need to just... This person goes by mind rather than by action, okay? Go by mind rather than action. Then we had the healing. We had the star card at the end of the deck, okay? So meaning whatever you need to do to attract what you need to attract, that is the task, okay? That is the jump that you need, okay? So the Empress doesn't move, but she moves a lot. Almost like the queen on the board. Most important pace, but she ain't got to move that much, okay? Or she has the most options to move. All right. And then we have, what do I need right now to get where I need to be? What do you think you need right now to get where you need to be? I don't even know, man. Let's go internal. Oh, stop fighting the cold. The ride is almost over. My late tweet just came out. Okay, look. 5 of Wands. Okay, look. There's an internal battle I feel like you have when it comes to waiting, okay? When it comes to waiting, I feel like there is that thing where you're fighting for a time that already exists. You're fighting for a time that already exists, meaning when you're present and you're still, look at my chemistry meditation I just posted. When you're fighting and when you're still, there's a difference. Okay, and I also was just listening to this meditation in the shower, and she said, when you're in alignment or when you go speak to ill people, meaning ill as in if they're not in alignment with wealth or they're not in alignment with their highest vibration, we'll say. This is by Abraham Hicks. I'll leave the link on my post on Patreon that I wrote with you guys' questions, okay? So double check that. I'll go find that and update it right now. But yeah, so the fight, it has to feel like stillness. Even when people around you are fighting. Have you ever seen somebody like standing in the middle of a war and they're not being touched. That's how you should feel when it comes to, what's the question? Where you need to go, okay? Your stillness has to be the guidance, okay? And also think about the still, like the, what is that called? Is that an element? Is still an element? I think still is an element. You know, it's still like metal or something like that. So think about that. Oh, also remove any electromagnetic metals like that may be like boggling your body or your mind, okay? Sleep with your phone a little bit further away from you. Sleep with cleanse your spirit, or like sage or something like that. I just feel like you have a lot of like, it's not literal negative energy, but it's like influencing energy, okay? Like things that you're absorbing are making your body filled with toxics, okay? So that can kind of keep your mind too bogged where you're not like able to do the work that you need to do internally, externally, okay? And then last question, thank you guys so much. Will me and my DM, what is his current energy? DM is not direct message. It is divine masculine, which is just another, it could be literally a part of you or another part of your partner, which where they're in alignment with their feminine and masculine, okay? I wouldn't call a divine masculine someone who isn't like a divine masculine, you know, like they're not in tune with both inner and internal. You know, you got to get a man who knows how to take care of himself, his well-being, as well as be the masculine, be the action taker, be the oriented, okay? So his current energy, I'm going to pull, let's do 4 cards. I'm going to go with his, just to wrap the video back up to the beginning question, I'm going to go with my 4 under 4 method, okay? Which is, I'll tell you in a minute, hold on. Oh, I saw the King of Cups. Got a lot of love to give. All right, so, so the Tower. So this is going to be in a mental space, okay? So it's going to be mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual, okay? MESPS, okay? So me, PS, like, you know, like a note to you, okay? So if anybody ever wants to know what that meant, that's what I mean whenever I do 4 under 4s, okay? So the mental space is Tower. So it's like he wants to change something. There's an energy where he wants to change the way that maybe you view him mentally, or maybe you view, okay, the respect that you give him. Is there a disalignment with the respect that you give him, or respect the way that he chooses to be a divine masculine, okay? And then for the emotional space, we have the 7 of Swords, okay? So again, yeah, they're okay. So when I say respect, it has a, like, the combination has to do with a lot of, what do you call it? Like betrayal, like, a person that doesn't feel respected feels betrayed constantly. Like you're disrespecting me. Like, I feel like that's the kind of like mindset that they have. I don't know what was the cause. I'm not going to dig too deep into it. But that mental and emotional space are making you guys imbalance in a sense where it's like, okay, if I don't get respect, you know when you disrespected somebody. You know when you disrespected somebody because they disrespect you. Okay, so remember that. All right, let's go into the physical space. This is how they physically, or maybe in your environment, how they may be reacting towards you, okay? So this person could be fake. I'm feeling that too. Like not fake, like they talk stuff, but like fake where they're not displaying this part. This could be really hitting. I feel like that. Okay. Oh yeah, High Priestess. What? I love this. Oh, I love this. This is exactly why I love this, because what I just said was hitting. Yeah, they like. But it's like I feel like the more you poke at whatever is triggering them, the more they're gonna kind of keep more to themselves. It's like okay. Like, okay, you ever had somebody just like, okay, you know, it's like they keeping tally marks in a sense. I don't know, your person can be a tit for tat person. All right, so for the spiritual space, it's like they have love, and I feel like they bite their tongue in a sense because they don't want to back out, disrespect you. A divine masculine is not going to disrespect something they have already worked towards, okay? That's almost like saying having a boundary and then be like, okay, well, do you not understand why I have these boundaries? No one's going to communicate that they have these boundaries once they have set these boundaries. So keep that in mind, okay? So Shalom, you have the 2 of Cups in the spiritual space. So keep that in mindset. Respect goes both ways, as well as, yeah, let's end that one with respect, okay? Respect goes both ways. So I'm not saying you did it because I don't know y'all business, but whatever it is, this person's keeping however they feel disrespected to themselves, okay? So Shalom, thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in my next Twitter thread, as well as if you like this video, make sure you tip and share the content, but don't share the video until November 1st, okay? This is y'all's, okay? This is y'all video, okay? Shalom.